Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, July 3rd. We got quite a few economic data to go over today because tomorrow will be 4th of July, Independence Day here in the U.S., and the markets will be closed. Today, also, the markets will be closing early. The stock market will be closing at 1 o'clock East Coast time and 2 o'clock Pacific, or 2 o'clock for bond market East Coast time. So, markets will be closing early today in lieu of our holiday here in the U.S. We'll be reconvening back on Friday, which will provide us the jobs reports that we'll be looking for. But we do got some jobs data to go over today. So we'll start off with the ADP employment number for the month of June. So last month in May, it went up, was at 41,000, which was actually revised. It was actually came in initially at 27,000, and it was revised a little bit higher to 41,000. So we came in well below what we were kind of hoping. We came in about 102 for the month of June. They were hoping kind of in the range 160, 180 range, but we're starting to see some slowdown in terms of people hiring for jobs here. However, on the weekly jobless claims, people are laying off people. We're still seeing pretty low numbers here, as you can see here. This was actually revised a little bit higher last week. Last week, this was reported for the previous week at 227, but was revised slightly higher to 229. Forecast was supposed to be 221,000, so we came in just slightly higher than expectations at 221,000 here for the weekly jobless claims. Now, for service industry, we have some different reports here. We got the market services PMI for the month of June. So anything above 50 on these reports is considered expansion or optimism. And as you can see here, we're pretty close to that number of going into contraction for the month of May for market. We're at 50.7. However, in June, it did have a slight uptick to 51.5. On the other hand, we got the ISM non-manufacturing index, also services, for the month of June. And May, it was at 56.9, and forecast was calling for 55.9, so it dropped down one, and it dropped a little bit further to 55.1. So we got market services going upwards, whereas ISM showing it going downwards. So a little bit of conflicting reports right there. Factory errors still show some disappointment, as we kind of seen that from manufacturing. In April, it dipped 1.2%. Forecast was calling 0.7% for May, and it came in right in expectations at 0.7%. Let's jump overhead to the headline news. Stock market is up today after a rebound of yesterday. A lot of it has to do with the appointment of by the ECB, European Central Bank, that Mario Draghi, when he steps down, Christine Lagarde, who is the president of the IMF, will be taking over. Now, the reason why it's kind of reacting in a positive stance is that Mario Draghi is a super dovish president, ECB president, and Christine Lagarde looks like, from the rhetoric she's talked in the past, she could most likely follow suit from what he's doing. So this won't surprise the investors. The other counterpart, Wiseman, they had Jen Wiseman, they thought would be a little bit more hawkish. So they liked the idea that Christine Lagarde will go ahead and follow the same policy of what Mario Draghi has kind of laid out. So that's why you're seeing a positive reaction from the market today on this news. So let's take a look at the bond market, see how we're doing. As yesterday, we indicated yesterday morning, if it sustained it, we would get better pricing. So we got better pricing yesterday, and on top of it, we closed above that strong ceiling of resistance. We did it about a little over a week ago. We kind of broke it, and we quickly came back down. Yesterday, we broke above it, and then this morning we opened just above it. So we got a little bit of range here to go even higher. So rates going to improve. Right now, we're up about 14 basis points, which lead to better pricing today. So we'll have interest rates should be a little bit better going into today. Here's the treasuries. So we've got pushed down even further from the ceiling of resistance, and right now we are at the new all-time lows. We're at about just a hair under 1.95 right now, and lower than what we've been before. So even during that time where we broke above the tough ceiling resistance the other week, we were right about here was this range here was the lowest we've been, and now we're at the new low right now and coming close to the next range at 1.929 or almost 1.93 for the next floor resistance. So once we obtain here, we'll probably go kind of a sideways pattern before we potentially could go down further or higher. So this would be the next stop here probably for a little bit, and we'll probably go in the sideways, as this has been kind of the trend as we've been going sideways, and it'll drop, sideways, drop, So we'll have to kind of wait and see how much further we'll drop, but this will be probably the next stop right here. All right, so that's pretty much a wrap. At least the good news is that mortgage rates improved again today, which is nice for those who are looking to buy a home or looking to refinance. And speaking of such, if you're looking to buy or refinance, I'm a loan officer and I work with a lender whom services all 50 states. CMG is my company and the company I work with, and we're home to the all-in-one loan and Home Funded. Home Funded is a great a down payment assistance program for those first-time home buyers or for those who have life-changing needs. Those life-changing needs can include people who are going through divorce, where one spouse keeps the home and the other spouse now has to look for another home, or those who maybe had a natural disaster and need recoup and find a new property. So, like here in California, we've had the wildfires, and we've helped some people with the Paradise fires just last year. We also, of course, include, like everybody else, the jumbo loan programs and the conventional. So we got Fannie and Freddie. Sorry, I left the E out. FHA, VA, USDA. Then we got some niche loans, including the investor loans, bank statement loans. We got foreign national loans. So if you guys are interested, please DM me. I'll be more than happy to work with you guys, and we could talk a little bit further. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.